Hi friends, over the last couple of months I have been introspecting as to what is likely to be the scenario for real estate in the coming 6 months. My conclusion is that ready to move in properties with OC, especially in the mid-luxury segment, and when I say mid-luxury segment, I mean flats that are costing 1.5 crores and above. The prices of such flats are likely to be available at a premium, and there is likely to be a very high demand for such kind of apartments in the mid-luxury segment. My second take is that even in the affordable housing segment, and I would say affordable housing would be anywhere which is selling today between 15 lakhs to 75 lakhs. Even in this segment, customers are likely to pay premium for good projects which have cleared all hurdles in terms of approval, which have reached substantial progress in terms of construction, and where the customer is able to see as to what life he is going to live in that project. Such kind of projects will also be in great demand. Having said this, let me explain to you that why do I come to this conclusion. On one side, people say that due to GST, due to RERA, due to the slowdown in the economy, the real estate prices are going to go down. Whereas I am telling you exactly the opposite. I say that the mid-luxury segment, the demand will increase, people will pay premium for those flats. Even in affordable housing segment, for certain projects, people will pay a premium. And let me justify this to you. There are 7 reasons for which I have come to this conclusion. Reason number 1, the slowdown in the economy in the last 4 to 5 years has also slowed down the real estate economy. Due to the changes that have been coming in the government policies at the MCGM level, at the urban development department level, quite a few projects had to go back to the drawing board, or they had to be stopped and they had to be replanned and reapproved, or they were stopped completely till they are able to really meet to the requirement of the new policy. Say for example, the policy that came that a project requires minimum 9 meters road width for it to be eligible to use TDR. MOEF policies, ULC policies. Although the changes are good for the industry in the long term, but in the short term, they have led to projects being postponed to be launched. Reason 3, since last 2 years, there is a stay by the Mumbai High Court for all kinds of new projects to come up, and it is commonly known as the dumping ground High Court stay order. Hundreds of projects are stopped because of this stay order. Reason number 4, demonetization led to absence of liquidity. Liquidity also affected real estate. Real estate also slowed down. Reason number 5, in the last 3 to 4 years, the cost of approvals has gone up dramatically high. Due to this rising cost of the approval, developers have postponed announcement of new projects. Hence, the launch of new projects have gone down dramatically. In fact, launches of new projects have dropped by 62% in the last 2 years. And even those projects that have been launched, they have been launched in the affordable housing segment. I don't recollect of any major mid-luxury segment housing project that was launched in the last 2 years. Reason number 5. Now, due to advent of the GST, and with a GST rate of 12 to 18%, the mid-luxury flats that cost anywhere above 1 crore and above, all under construction flats, a flat customer will pay between 8 to 10% higher cost to him due to the advent of the GST. This is because the input tax credit is available only on the construction cost. There is no input tax credit available on the land cost, which means that if a 700 square feet flat whose agreement value is 1 crore 40 lakhs, he pays another 5% of stamp duty. But an under construction flat, the agreement value is 1 crore 40 lakhs, then he gets about 3% input tax credit and 9% is the additional GST he pays. And this is assuming that the GST is at the rate of 12%. Some of the experts say that the GST effect will be to the extent of 18% unless the government clarifies. 7. The 7th reason. Over the last 4 years, the developers have not been able to increase the price of the flats. That means the prices of the flats in any case have come down by 30%. And now the price at which the developers are selling the flats, they are at the marginal cost to them. In view of this, there is no further scope of reduction in prices by the developers. It is because of these 7 reasons that I conclude that the supply has gone down dramatically. The demand over the last 4 years has actually gone on increasing. People have been postponing the purchase of a new house. People with capital gains, people with actual requirement of home due to expanding families. There are people who need a home 2 to 3 years from now, but they have the liquidity and they want to buy a new flat today. But why they are not buying? Because they feel that the prices will come down. The moment the customers realize that actually by delaying the purchase of the home, they are likely to pay a higher price, because there is very, very little supply of ready to move in homes with occupation certificate, where no GST is applicable. That stock will suddenly be finished, and hence the moment the people realize, people will go after such kind of flats and people will pay premium for such apartments. This is my short study and this is my short view, and I request all the buyers who have the liquidity, who have selected a home, and if you get a good ready to move in flat with occupation certificate, please go ahead and buy it today, or else you may end up paying a far higher price when you realize and when you actually go to buy a home. Thank you.